So today you guys are gonna hear the stories about people who were just simply living and loving their lives, but suddenly they found themselves trapped and there was no escape. So these stories lead people to believe that the backrooms are real. So backrooms are a mythologized location that started with a picture posted to 4chan in 2019. A picture of the room taken on what seems to be a point-and-shoot camera from the early 2000s. So the idea for the backrooms is that they are a real world just outside of our own. It's an endless liminal space of randomly generated office rooms, often characterized by yellow wallpaper, buzzing fluorescent lights, and the smell of wet carpet. And the way you get there, at least according to the creepypastas, is by quote, no clipping out of reality. You can do this by finding a wall or a corner of a room that looks just a little bit off, like the texture is wrong or it's shade too dark, and leaning against it. Once you are in the backrooms, you will be subjected to different levels of unsettling liminal spaces, and you will be the only one there, except for the entity that lives on that. Donnie had been shopping at the Westfield Bondi Junction Mall in 2014. He was trying to exit, but the elevators were packed, so he walked back towards the shops when he saw a door tucked away in a corner, almost hidden, and he opened the door and stepped inside. The heavy door slammed shut, and he started his way down the stairs. Bright red stencil letters that wrote out "Exit" guided him. But he noticed the arrows underneath the signs didn't always point in the same directions. Was he supposed to be going down or up? He kept going regardless, flight after flight of stairs, just concrete walls on either side of the tight staircase. No light besides the harsh fluorescence. When finally he reached the door, he could hear the muffled sounds of the mall on the other side, just barely. So he pounded on the door, hoping someone would come let him out. But it seemed like even though he could hear the people in the mall couldn't hear him. Eventually, he came to a hallway that led to a wide door which was also locked, but next to it was another stairwell that led down even further. And this time when he descended, there were no muffled sounds coming through. The doors just dead silence. Wherever he was, it seemed he was no longer in the mall. 5 days after Donnie disappeared through the door, a manager of an office building's cleaning company found Donnie crumpled at the bottom of one of the set of stairs. He was barely breathing, but he was alive. He had fallen down 15 stairs, perhaps after becoming disoriented. The spot where Donnie was found wasn't said to be checked by employees for another 2 days. It was just a chance that the manager found him. Otherwise, he had no chance. So the thing is that the employees knew about the mall backrooms, but he never dared to go inside. Once a week, a mall employee would do a sweep of the area, but that wasn't the official mall policy. They just decided to make sure that no one was locked back there. But they never searched all of it. Otherwise, they could have reached earlier. So the Donnie spent the next week in hospital due to dehydration and the injuries to his back and head. In June 2017, Sarah Jenkins, a college student from Sacramento, took a summer job helping digitize old floor plans for a local government building. The building had been abandoned for decades, a grey windowless complex no one seemed to remember the full history of. On her third day, Sarah was scanning a crumpled blueprint when she noticed a door marked "Storage B4." It wasn't on any other updated maps. Curious, she asked the custodian if that room still existed. He just shrugged and said, "If you find it, don't open it." But of course, she did. At the end of a long concrete hallway, hidden behind a stacked filing cabinet, Sarah found a yellow door, exactly where the blueprint said it would be. She opened it. What was behind it didn't make any sense. The space was huge, endless yellow walls, buzzing fluorescent lights, and a faint smell of wet carpet. It wasn't even part of the building anymore. No windows, no signs, just the low hum of lights and an awful sense that she wasn't alone. She walked straight for what felt like hours. The buzzing never stopped. Then she heard it, a dragging sound from behind the wall, followed by breathing, slow, wet. She turned around and the door was gone. Sarah was found 2 days later, curled up in a janitor's closet on a completely different floor, barefoot and with a nosebleed. She couldn't remember how she got there. All she said was, "Don't go through the yellow door. You won't find your way back." Some doors weren't meant to be opened. Some places were never built by human hands. And if you ever hear the lights buzz, run. Thank you so much guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. See you guys in the next video. Bye.